males, even if we're not in love with them, because it triggers a euphoric feeling of connectivity to the males. So I always tell women, the first thing men want to do is put their mouth on you. And I tell them that is a qualifying act. That isn't a act that should be done with just anyone. That is a qualifying, and that needs to be quantified, and it should be coming from a place of purity, because once he does that, it invokes love feelings, the oxytocin, that the way that we nurse. Because when I nurse my babies, oh my God, I fall in love with them every single time. Like, I would look at them the first time I nursed and I would fall in love, like literally fall in love. That's the same thing. Similar.
So when you first does it, I was thinking we're gonna go right back to
Yeah.
doula magic,
Yeah.
which is the understanding of the proper pair binding between mother and child.
Absolutely.
The reason why they keep clipping all these umbilical cords is to classify the child as an aborted baby.
Interesting.
But the fetus lives. Right? The placenta. What's supposed to happen, it's supposed to all come out together.
Yeah. And you're supposed to allow everything to naturally lotus birth, which we put it inside of a little, container until it falls off naturally. The blood flow is still in the sac. You aren't supposed to clip that, because the blood supply is still within the afterbirth.
Yeah, almost a third of the baby's blood volume is still in the umbilical cord and placenta. Now,
Absolutely.
what happens is when the baby is born, they're supposed to clear the mouth, right? Because sometimes they have remnants of the amniotic sac blocking the inside of the mouth.
Yeah.
And then they have the fluid from the amniotic fluid in the mouth. So they clear the mouth, which also opens up the lungs, make them breathe. They're not supposed to spank you to make you breathe.
No.
They're supposed to hang you upside down until your lungs is drained.
Let it all let out. Like in Neo in the Matrix, remember? The thing held him upside down, all that fluid came out of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now, when the mother get the baby from the doula, she immediately put the doula immediately put the baby on the mother's teeth.
That's right.
Now, the baby's umbilical cord is still hooked to the placenta, which is still inside the mother. But when the pair binding starts to activate is when the colostrum is absorbed by the child. And then the oxytocin released to the mother at the same time, because you still have residuals from going through the labor process.
That's right.
But you get another burst of oxytocin. And she's looking at the child, the chemistry of the child converting the colostrum into food, into energy.
Yeah.
Changes the biochemistry of the newborn.
Yeah.
When the biochemistry shifts, the baby then sends back through the umbilical cord chemicals that tells the mother's body to release the placenta.
That's right. Yeah.
And this is what they call the second moment of pair binding.
That's right.
That flood of oxytocin is going to come through, and lo and behold, that's the wrong child to play games with around that mama.
And when when you release it, it feels, you actually get another form of, some women in a very weird, I don't know, again, there's women who are doulas that shouldn't be, but it's not orgasmic. They made it seem like it's sexual. It's not, but it feels euphoric. When that push happens, when it naturally comes out, that slippage makes you feel euphoric. It's a weird feeling, but but actually, I agree. It builds a different kind of bond with the child.
Because it's important for the pair binding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when the mother, then she's connected to the child on a psychospiritual level, not just the physical presence of a child being there. When this happens, now they connected.
Telepathy wise is stronger as well.
Yeah. So now, what a lot of people don't know, every child a woman she have her child's cells living in her body.
Whether the baby lives or dies, whether it's aborted or not.
Yeah. And when the mother is in distress, all of her children's cells in her
Go,
body
go to protect
go to
her.
aid the mother in the
Hmm.
recovery or to fight off the ailment,
Absolutely. Yes.
right? And so this is why our mothers used to live so long with 30 babies.
Absolutely. And even so, they like, again, in most cultures, still ancient cultures, women give birth to darn near where they're about to, we're able in a healthy environment to give birth well into our, later ages. And also the cellular memory with those children coming from older remember they used to say like a baby who comes from an older mother, they just different because all of the cellular memory that is inside the parents that goes inside that child, so that child has gained a certain amount of wisdom with a parent that has been here longer on earth. Okay, babies coming from little ones, younger girls, very young, and women of a certain age, is a totally different mindset, different kind of characteristics.
Yeah. And I also seen old ladies say that baby daddy an old man. They know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They know. And you sit there and you listen to what they call the old wives' tales. They tell you all of the old ways.
yeah.
You don't know what you're listening to until you patch your culture back together.
That's right. That's
And
right.
you be like, man, we doing nothing we supposed to be doing and everything we not supposed to be doing.
And we have to share with the young women, guard your wombs. Again, that's the gateway to the other realms. And in part, we were talking about that before we got on, the young ladies participating in multiple partnerships is causing a form of delirium or what is it called? Like we were talking about what was his name? Freddy Krueger, his mother was raped by a whole bunch of maniacs, right?
And he was the son of 10,000 maniacs and his mama was a nun.
Hmm. And that pathology was birthed through her womb,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I always say the characteristics you want for your offspring, your future children, should be the characteristics that you choose in the partnership. And it should be solely with a person that you can develop that with. It's a
You
memory.
know, during the first trimester, the both parents can work together to design the development of the child,
That's
intelligence
nice.
level, communication skills,
Hmm.
athletic abilities, social interaction capabilities.
Yeah.
You can sit there and they call it marking your child in the old ways, right? So you see somebody come out and they got a scar that an uncle got.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
And then you hear the mom say, you was arguing with your brother when you was pregnant.
Yeah.
That baby got his scar. Y'all must have been really at odds,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? Because whatever you really, really don't want, that's what you're going to get.
Hmm. Hmm.
Whatever you really, really want, you can get that too.
And we also,
It's the same thing, it's just a matter of frequency.
yeah. Also with
So
trans. Oh, go ahead.
when
I'm
you,
sorry.
yeah, when you got a person that you love, but you feuding with during the time of pregnancy, you are opening a reverse channel to draw their energy in.
That's right. Yeah. And then also, I think when you show the image of what's her name again? Tawat. What's her name? Tawat.
So
Tararet.
I read.
Tararet. When she talked about resurrection, when my mother transitioned, it's part of our culture to put a mark on her, so we know when she's incarnated in the family bloodline again. So we place it in a place on her body, so when she comes back through, and it actually shows up. So usually a baby's born again, and you can
Mhm.
tell because that mark is on them that reflects who transitioned and the passing through, through. And that's why you want to make sure, young ladies, you keep your bloodline clean and healthy because you want to birth the highest forms of your bloodline, your mother, your father, those who transition, you give them a proper passage back through into your womb. If that's what you choose or that's necessary for your development.
Which takes us back to the Osirian resurrection.
Mm. Yes.
Osiris has eternal life, but he has eternal life through resurrection, through
Mm.
rebirth.
Yes.
So every so often he got to die, then be born again, die, then be born again. Each time he takes a different avatar or human
Yes.
body.
Yes.
Right? So the son becomes the father, by embodying the highest expressions of the Father. Right.
Yes.
So you're looking at the blueprint to ascend to the throne. The first heir to the throne in Kemet is the daughter Hetheru, or commonly referred to as Hathor.
Okay. Hathor.
Right. She's the first heir. The second heir on the female line is the lioness Sekhmet.
Like that. Yes.
Right. And then the first heir on the father line is Heru.
Okay.
Now, Heru is the title for every single prince that the father sired. Only
Interesting.
one is going to become Usir, the father.
Oh.
But it's done through merit. It's done through um, self-improving development on your own. When you leave your daddy house, are you still able to effectuate the changes in the people's lives that's needed to show that you're a competent leader?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So in Kemet, what they would do is when the prince get a certain age, before he receives his crowning as king, because it takes two women, the mother and the wife.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the king without the queen mother's seal. The queen mother is the mother of the king.
That makes sense. Yes.
Right? And you also not the king until you've been crowned king by a queen.
Mm.
So you need two women. So in Kemet, they show the two women holding up the young pharaoh, one on
Yes.
each side.
Yes. Yes.
Right? This is showing that he need two women to approve him to go on his rites of passage.
And I know this as ascension as well. Women give the okay. Kind of Brother
Mm-hmm.
Panic talked about this too. In the afterlife, when we go into a form of ascension or outside of this realm, you need women to quantify you and qualify you to have that rite of passage.
Right.
Interesting.
So if you want to know who's a good man, ask the women that
Woo!
been
Yes,
in his life.
that's right.
Because even the ones that he might have broke up with, they
They
still
still
don't
speak
talk
kind of
bad
them.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Just
noticed
because
that.
you
It's true.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know you're a good man at that point.
Yeah. Because they all speak, they may say, oh, I wish, blah, blah, blah. But they always say, yeah, but he was really good to me. He's good to his family. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good character. I think women should validate men through that. I think that would be a better way to verify if he's, healthy in a frequency, and vetting.
And now here's the side effect, the energetic frequency connection of the man that raises his rank that very few of us pay attention to. When he leave that track record everywhere he go,
Hmm.
and all of the women he done dealt with don't talk bad about him.
That's
They
true.
are supporting his mitochondrial bid for
Yeah.
supremacy.
Yes.
They signing off on him being an alpha male.
Yes. I agree. I agree. My daddy was that. My dad was like that. Yeah. It no matter
So,
what, everybody speaks, and my brothers too. My dad and my brothers are like that. Yeah, everyone speaks. Even when we fuss, I never speak ill of them because I love them. Like because I'm a little out there, Rod, as you could tell. I'm like the sister who's a little different, right? You know what that's like, right? We're like the interesting ones in our family. But my brothers and my dad, you could never. No one has ever said anything unkind about them. No. Yeah, sure. Anyway, we're getting so nostalgic here. Well, I've taken up a lot of Rod's time and appreciate it. Make sure you guys give him a little bit of a little love from Fleur Brown Flower on his Cash App and his PayPal. But Rod, is it okay if some of my people ask you some questions and then I'll let you go?
yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So hold on. I already got them set up for you. These are my Zombies, y'all. So I kind of qualify them from that. So Zombies, get ready. I'm going to pull a couple in. Oh, Latoya. I think Latoya, Nikki. Who else is here? Daryl. Let me see. I may pull them in impromptu. Let me pull in Oracle Eyes. Oracle Eyes, I'm going to pull you in real quick. Make sure when I pull you in Oracle Eyes, take yourself out. Because we're going to do Zoom after this, but take yourself out of the queue and put yourself back in the waiting room. So come into Oracle Eyes. I love her. Her daddy was an amazing man. He was an artist in Jamaica. Big up to our brethren in Jamaica. Don't worry. Come into Oracle. Hey, pretty girl. Oracle. Did she go and eat? Oracle. She probably is like hearing us in the background.
Greetings, Mama. Sorry, greetings.
Did I catch you off?
Yes, you caught me right off, and then I had to stop the other one to come on. But I didn't really even have a question. We were
Okay.
I think we're all just collected here on the Zoom waiting for,
Okay.
yeah. But I just wanted to say greetings to you and to Chief Rod Hayes. Thank you so much for coming on the platform again. Like your spirit, your vibe, the duo, it's just so amazing and fantastic. So thank you so much. Gratitude. And yes, someone who actually does have a question, I'll let them speak.
Thank you,
If you
Oracle.
wanted to
Put
make me
yourself.
blush, you did a good job.
Put yourself back in the queue, so I don't have to take you out because I can't bring
Okay,
you back on. So put
I'll
yourself back
I'll
in the
come
queue.
out.
Thank you, my love. Okay, let's take in. Can you guys tell me on Signal who has a question? Hold on, Rod. I'm like that Sagittarius. I'm impromptu. I like go in your house, like knocking on your door, like 12 midnight. Like, yo, you got anything to say? Hold on. Anybody in Signal, real quick, tell me on Signal who has a question, and I'll pull you in quickly. Come on, y'all, quickly. Who has a question? Come on in. Who is it?
I'm the wrong person to see at your door at 12 at night, and you've been doing
I can't
something
knock
wrong
on
to
your
me.
door at 12 at night. You gonna come with your
No,
shotgun,
no,
Rob?
look, I'm talking about. You said you'd be at somebody's door at 12, not knocking. If I'm knocking on somebody's door at 12 o'clock and they was talking shit, they probably shouldn't answer.
We used to punk people until I had somebody that I liked, and he always carried, right? But we thought we played like Space Aliens because I was into it, and I knocked on that man's window. We were playing. I was like, "Go, let's go knock on his window." That man came. I heard click click. We just knocked down. I heard click click, and I was like, "Oh snap!" We not gonna be met with friendly fire. I never did that to him again.
Look, I don't bother nobody, right? So if I'm going over there to take care of something in the middle of the night, that's only because I don't want no witnesses.
Ooh, that's true. I like to
I,
play though. I'm playful. That's what I like to play. I like to prank. I'm real playful. Even now, like I do it with my
I
children.
don't like being pranked. Don't prank me
You don't like pranks?
because I don't want to accidentally hurt somebody trying to prank
That's what
me.
I'm saying. Well, I learned my lesson, Rod. Click, click. Oh, that's
I
all
was
I needed
watching
to hear.
Ashton Kutcher punked.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a few of them episodes. If it had been me, he'd have got his chin checked.
You can't punk people anymore because it's not that kind of party. You know what I mean?
No, but see, I always been like that.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't like people playing practical jokes on me because
No,
I'm a natural born warrior.
that's but like,
I want to smoke.
yeah. So
I
you
just
just
don't want to
waiting.
hurt no innocent people.
You
That's why I
just
don't like to
waiting.
get pranked.
We're not gonna use it, but click, click. Hit the deck. Hit the deck. I'm forceful. You see us like running with our flip flops. Okay, we got a question. Hold on. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, hold on. I got Aqua. Okay, Aqua, come on in. We got Aqua for a question. Come on in, Aqua.
Wrong while he's on Earth. So then Gazeta tell his brother, look, man, these motherfuckers gonna make a move for the big house. Go to Nibiru, secure everything, lock that bitch down, nobody in, nobody out.
Mm-hmm.
So when he changed the name of Nibiru to Marduk,
Mm-hmm.
that was to let Nina Gazeta know on the ground, this is secure up here. Now you secure that down there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now Marduk, Enlil's son, offered a daughter to Nina Gazeta for his son to marry in an agreement that if he can figure it out, he would leave without a fight. He gone. They had him chained up. They called him the big hairy beast, chained up to the pillars in Antarctica.
Yeah, I heard something about that too. Yeah.
So when they went to him and they told him, look, it's some little nappy head motherfucker running around the earth telling people such so and so, he said, you better listen to him because he's right.
Wow.
So now we're at the part where the Galactic Council is lifting the light lock because we was trapped in the light lock. And when they lift the light lock, this is what's going to activate our latent DNA. And now we start to wake up and remember. Remember Pop say, I got to get these stories correct in y'all head. Once y'all realize the stories was told to and distorted, we have to straighten the story out for you to even know what's going on. So now we know what's going on.
Wow. Hey, like I say, Bible say every 25,000 years, 24,000 years, we got to come in and renew our history. So that's what's like it's a lot of stuff. Like I say, man, the brother Rob Haynes, it's like the way he tells a story is like it's like real detail. Like because and then I also saw in a vision one time, during a time when Tahuti was here. I said, man, I remember your face. I remember your face that you was there with us, and I remember your face, but I couldn't put it to the whole visual together. I said, man, I just remember his face. It's like when I see the brother, I remember his face. And it was during the time when when we left Atlantis, and we went over and we lifted up in the ship and went over, and Tahuti said that he planted his ship under the Sphinx, and he put that as a landmark, and those books was right there under there. The books you're talking about, they took to that Vatican. He said we put the records under there, and I remember that in a vision, and I remember your face too. So I said, oh man, I know me and the brother Rob Haynes is connected because I remember his face. I just can't tell who you was back then. I just knew you was with us, and I'm like, man, this is deep. So now that we connected, and how you putting it down, man, it's right on, man. So yeah, just go ahead, man, because we got 200 people, most of the people I ever had in live. We got 200 people on right now watching, and they tuned in, man. They say, oh yeah, this is it. This is it right here.
Okay, we're gonna go over one more thing, and then we're gonna go to Q&A from the audience.
Okay, all right.
Okay, now, if they gave us everything back, where are we at in the process right now? So this is what we need to know. This is the information don't nobody know. All of the chiefs are in the continuity of government, what we call the high chiefs. They in Colorado at continuity of government. This includes Baba. Right? This includes Larry Hoover, Angel Bay, Big Tookie, Farrakhan, Imam Jamal Alameen. Remember H. Rap Brown? It's a few more of them that's down there. But we needed 4 priests and 4 kings. And they all down there now. Right? So while we trying to alert the grassroots of what's going on, they are doing, taking the reins slowly, and they letting the narrative play out according to the awareness of the people. As soon as we get the critical mass of this shit is over with, that's when it all comes out to the cabal, the draining the swamp, all that shit comes to the surface then. See, they vampires with their Babylonian blood magic. They came over here as bloodsuckers. And they was fighting us because we was the tribes that wore wolves in stealth. We wore the wolf pelt.
Yeah, the what they call them, the werewolves. That's in
werewolves. Yeah, those who wear the wolves.
Yeah.
Now, when you read the story of Chief Pontiac, when he defeated the French in the Battle of Fort Detroit, which was Belle Isle, the French report said that they got sacked from behind them by giant wolves with mystical powers out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right? So this is what
Yeah.
they're talking about. The Wolf clans was originally nomadic tribes that roamed the plains. When they got the word of what's going on, they sent contingents to several different places to help different chiefs. Right? So now you got werewolf versus vampire.
That's how you get the story of the underworld.
Now go back to that movie Underworld, but also go back to Twilight.
Yeah, Twilight too. Yeah, you're right. Oh shit, yeah, I watched it.
All of the werewolves, where was their culture? They was indigenous, right? Organic to the land.
Yeah.
And all of the vampires came from Europe.
Yeah, sure did.
Right? So the story's being told, but we overlooking it.
And we overlooking it as just like some shit that they made up. They can't make nothing up. They don't got access to the fourth dimension. Everything they put out is something that's based on a real story that they just encoded to where they thought we were slow and we wouldn't figure it out.
Yep. So the spell of sleep was a science experiment, Kingu. That's what made them collapse the collider, like the Hadron Collider over there in Switzerland. They did that before, and they collapsed the fourth into the third, and that's why we need sleep. We ain't need no sleep before that. That's why they call it the spell of sleep. This time we took over the collider because they was finna try to collapse the fifth dimension into the third, which would have made it go from an infinity loop to a triple infinity loop. We couldn't have that because this one is hard enough to get out of. So if they do it again, it'll probably be impossible, even for me. When I started this, Farrakhan said this gonna be like unscrambling the egg. And you think you can unscramble an egg? I say, well, it ain't never been done, but it's not impossible. And if it's a possibility, I can get it done. So how do you unscramble an egg? Reverse engineer that motherfucker. That means you got to go back to the plane of force. Well, all things are manifest into 3D reality, got to go through the plane of force. You put it back together at the source, and then the physical remnant will automatically reassemble. That's what we doing.
Now that's a heavy deal. How do you re-scramble an egg? That's heavy right there, man.
Yeah,
that's my first time ever hearing that.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's damn near impossible.
Yeah,
but it ain't impossible.
Yeah, you gotta filter. You gotta put a filter. You can filter it, like filter it some kind of way. So you gotta filter. You gotta filter out the lies.
Look, it ain't a scrambled egg till it's been cooked.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You can't see clearly the yolk from the albumin. Right? So what you got to do, you got to go back to where it was created for. I mean, you got to have psychic time travel ability because you needed to see what that egg was before it fell off the wall. Then you can know the potential that it was supposed to reach. And then you can just jump in and start reaching that potential.
Man, you deep, bro. You like, my head is like, man, I'm telling you, I'm having so many explosions, man, because it's a lot of stuff that you putting together that it's like you got your part, like I had my part and you got your part. Now when I can add your part to my part, I can see a whole nother, I can make the picture bigger. The picture is getting bigger, it's getting more bigger. The whole picture is getting bigger, man, because man, it's just, man, a lot of stuff you saying, because I'm writing that Majesties of America book. And man, it's like so much stuff the ancestors are dropping to me. And this right here, I know this was part of it for me and you to connect. This right here was part of it for me to get to more pieces to this thing, because I would have never made the jailhouse connection unless you said it on it. Unless you said it, that now they're gonna get me, because the type of person I am. Once I got that one connection, now I'm gonna go and dig on it. I'm gonna go dig on it. Okay, let me see what's going on this jail thing. And let me see what's going on the Big Mama house. I already knew that I already kind of had an indication about the Big Mama house and the plantations with our land that we had at first. And it was like the big house. I already kind of like got that feeling. But it's a lot of stuff you dropping, man, that I'm making a whole, man, it's just blowing everything up. Like, woo, I'm having so many DNA explosions right now. This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do this recap right quick. And then we're gonna go into the questions from the audience.
Yeah.
All right, so they gave it all back, including reparations. That's the Indigenous Rights Act of 2017, United States. That is supported by the Indigenous Rights Act of the United Nations, which is now defunct. The continuity of government will tell us where we at in the process. Right? Once we become collectively aware at the grassroots level, the collective consciousness, critical mass activates the switch. Once the switch is activated, then the chiefs got to give a report on the land from what they see. Any one of the chiefs that make a statement and say this affects all clans, the other chief's job is to verify the information by cross-reference. Right? So now we need for Dane Calloway and Rizza Islam to review the Indigenous Rights Act of 2017 and see that it's all in there. They put on paper because they only operate through what's on paper. We are oral tradition. So this becomes active on the turn side because Rizza Islam, he gonna do his part because Mother Khadijah gonna make sure he do it. And then Dane Calloway, once he see us talking and he see what we talking about, he's gonna do his part. Now he has to seize the records that they've been keeping secret from us, and they keep them in the caves. It's 3 locations around the land where our ancient records that precede 1492 is kept. They kept us out of it, but they know that we know where it's at now because I posted it already. Right? Now, Dane Calloway, grid hours, his research hours, he become, all of the tribes gonna have to send a research assistant that's well qualified to aid in sifting through the documents and putting it in a format that tribes can trace their roots. Right? So once we do that, we back in full control. But in the meantime, our control is on delay because of awareness or lack thereof out of the grassroots.
Right.
Now, all of the chiefs is already united at the top. We just trying to get the word to the grassroots that the chiefs is doing a part and that we need our clansmen to give us their support. Right? And the way that we give the support is each one teach one. When you become aware, you give a report by public notice to the clans on the land like we doing now. This our tradition. That's our culture. Once enough of us starts giving the report, then it starts building the momentum to reach the critical mass. We almost there. We almost there. So it's only going to take a couple of us. I think if Rizza Islam do his part and Dane Calloway do his part, I think it'll be a done deal after that. I think it's going to hit critical mass.
And you know what? I think the brother Dane Calloway was trying to get in touch with me. So yeah, I'm gonna be connecting that brother. Then we're gonna all connect. So cause somebody sent me an email saying, "Hey, Dave Calloway wanted to holler at you." So I sent him my email. He said, "Send him the email." So I sent him the email. So I'm waiting on him to respond. So hey, man, once that happened, bro, oh yeah, man, it's gonna get tight. We're gonna go through the eye of the needle. We're gonna go through the eye of the needle right there, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey, look, me and Dane was trying to call each other. Government kept blocking our call.
They tried to do. Hey, when I was trying to call you, they was blocking it, and I was like, "Damn, why the call won't go through?" And then you when I was trying to call you, then you called me. I said, "Oh shit!" I said, "Oh yeah, okay, all right." That's what's going on. They try to stop it, and then look, I can even hear the echoes. And I say, "Oh yeah, they listen to this shit because they said, damn, young elder get in touch with Rob Haynes. Oh shit, this ain't gonna be good." But it is good.
So this like a conversation taking place on the prison yard with Larry Hoover and Malachi York. You know, that's the equivalent to that. So I guess before we go into the question and answer, we got to clarify a little Moorish question. we had two groups of Moors, good Moors and dirty Moors.
Yeah, more runs. The more runs. Yeah.
The good Moors was us who had to seize affairs.
Mm-hmm.
We had to do it by knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All of the chiefs that seized the feds now got the feds on their feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Because no matter what happened, we ain't giving up our feathers.
Mm-hmm.
When you go back to the challenge of George Washington, you see they conveniently erased the feathers out of the agreement.
Mm.
Right? Because they never wanted us to come up or realize what's going on. Where did they hide the feathers?
Yeah.
They hid the feathers in the Harvest Festival. The Harvest Festival, we know it is Thanksgiving.
Mm.
Right? So what did the chiefs get for Thanksgiving? The Big Mama used to cook the head chief of the area.
Mm-hmm.
A big ass turkey. The turkey is the symbol for the chief.
Mm.
What happened? We smoked mad trees, we drunk with the enemy, and we ate a whole bunch of tryptophan. That's what's in turkey.
Mm.
And when we fell asleep, they massacred us on Black Friday.
That make, hey man, you cracking my head. Go ahead. It's like I half this stuff I already knew, but you line it the way you line it up and connect it. This shit is heavy, bro. This shit is heavy.
Right. So with Thanksgiving, they couldn't get rid of because that's where they hid the feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They couldn't put it in writing. They had to put it in images because we read images better than we read words.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hieroglyphics, right? A higher form of glyphics.
Now, it's a brother. To give a shout out to the brother Kush Day, the real Kush Day on Instagram, who's going over this information piece by piece, what I'm talking about, inside the Moorish Lodge or the Moorish community. Right? So go on his page on Instagram and he gonna show you in writing, because they believe everything that's in writing. We'd rather go with what the pictures say.
Picture says 1,000 words.
Yeah. And they take 10 books to explain what we see in the picture. Right? So now we see it all. We know it all. Right? We clicked up now. We tribed up now. Right? He's just waking up to the rest of the tribe. This all this is a wake-up call.
Everybody, hey, it's gonna be I had this feeling, man, right now that it's gonna be a rapid awakening. Like it's the time, like we at a crunch time right now, where this is the last phase to us getting back to our original state, as far as like our land, who we are, like religion going out, like whatever the format of religion they had is going out, and it's just now we coming back to reality, real reality on what's happening, what happened. The truth. Sometimes some people are gonna be in shock when they say, "Oh man, this and that," right? Some people are gonna be in shock. And I got like you said, you talking about the George Washington thing. I had found out that George Washington was born in Barbados, and that they got the George Washington house, and that he lived up into that house until he was 17 years old, and then that's when he joined the British Army. I also told people that King George was a more actually his bloodline traced back to Williams, because a lot of these last names that over here, they really are surnames, and these people didn't even have no surnames, and they told us that we were slaves to them, and that's how we got the name. No, they were slaves to us, and that's how they got the name. We put
they weren't slaves. They weren't slaves to us. They were colonized.
They were servitude.
They can't. No, we didn't believe in that over here.
Okay, go ahead. They
came over here as colonizers, and we was fighting them. They brought slaves with them that made us rebel against them. This is why slavery has become so instrumental, because they came with slaves. They had them in bondage when they got here and made them $5 Indians. We went to go fight the war in the Seminole Wars. Why they call them Seminoles?
Look, I got a book coming on that called the Creek Wars and the Seminole Wars.
They called them Seminoles. Seminole mean that they was a mixed clan.
Somebody knocking.
They called them Seminoles because they had soldiers from every clan. Far away is the Polynesian Islands. Look, When the settlers came, you could start walking treetops in Louisiana all the way to Florida without never coming down to touch the ground. Where in the fuck is our trees?
Right.
Right? Now, if you go pull up the history books and pull up American lumberjacks, you see they was chopping the motherfuckers down ever since they've been here.
Hey, keep going. Somebody knocking on the door. I'm gonna let my wife in.
All right. So once the lumberjacks chopped down all the trees, that displaced what we call our Skywalker clans. That's what Tukey clan was, a Skywalker from Louisiana. We also lived at the roots of the trees and had houses built in the trees. They don't want us to know that stuff, but you can still see remnants of it in the bayou. Right? So you can see like old houses in the middle of the swamps in the bayou, and they wonder who the fuck live out here. There was a whole bunch of those. We was in the treetops and at the roots. Right? So they chopped our trees down. They burned the trees in Florida. They had forest fires, the same way they do in California right now. They was using the forest fires to flush us out. That's why the trees, when you drive through Florida, most people never notice all of these tree stumps that's ashed at the top. Very few of us notice that shit.
I drove through Florida before. Yeah, I know. Hey, I seen that, man. I drove through Florida before. I drove to Orlando. I remember that, like in Tallahassee, all these different spots. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how they was trying to flush us out. That's why they couldn't beat us, because this our territory. It's just like right now, you can have 100 niggas in Chicago. The police come, they hit them gangways. They only gonna get 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, they gone.
They gone. You can't beat them on their territory.
Yeah.
Right? Until you are from the land. You have to be on their territory long enough to know it as well as them. We got infiltrated by motherfuckers that look like us, that wasn't us, that use pale faces to block institutions in a program called white supremacy. The white supremacy program is a galactic chess game between the organic people of this land and the conquistadors who came over to usurp. They lost.
And you also talk about, hey, because I heard you on that tape that I watched earlier. I kind of watched it like almost twice. And you said something about the Moors getting into the York rights and the Scottish rights. And I remember, man, this is another connection. All right, it's a movie called National Treasure Hunt with Nicolas Cage. You know, Nicolas Cage is a Knights of Templar. Now, they talk about Albert Pike getting a letter from Queen Victoria. I know that Queen Victoria is the point where they took over because King George, he was a Moor, right? A Nubian. And then his son, he had a son named Prince Edward. They're trying to say that Prince Edward was, that Victoria was the daughter of Prince Edward. That's one connection, right? But then I did a research and found out that Prince Edward was headed back to tell them that wasn't his daughter. And then I did another connection of Victoria, because the British was over that land with the Mahdi in Sudan, right? He was fighting against these people. So I was like, damn, it's a whole bunch of, man, this right here shit is crazy. So what do you know about the connection with Queen Victoria? Because it seemed like from that point is when they began to take over that particular area. And it was like a connection over here from the 1715 when they started taking white convicts. Go ahead.
So the pale skinned people wasn't called white in Europe.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
The white people in Europe was the nobility. That's why when you look white up in law, it don't mean the same as white.
That's right.
In the colloquial language. Right.
Status.
Now, that's the first thing we got to understand is that it meant nobility. Right? The whites were the ones who were free whites by law. Meaning that they don't, the law don't apply to them. Right? Now, when they use pale faces to block the institutions, they called the ones that they was using white folks. Right? But they not white in the classification in Europe because they're not real royal nobility from the tribes. Over here,
That's right. That's right.
onto Hootie's land, you gotta amalgamate with one of the tribes when you come over here. You can't stay. That's always been that way. That's why it's called the Great Melting Pot, where you need one drop of blood in order to be part of the clans.
Yeah, they say that. They say that. Go ahead.
So what happened to all of the mulattoes, the octroons, and the quadroons after what we call Reconstruction? Where they go?
Right.
They went to be part of what we call the over society or the white society. Right? It's imitation of life. They passing, but they ain't them. But they can get in the institutions to get the secrets out. Once the secret's in the public domain, they can't hide it from us.
That's right.
And that's what got us in this shit, is the shit that they was doing in secret. We didn't know what they was doing, so we couldn't defend ourselves. So what Noble Drew Ali say? He said, I went in all their secret societies and I put the secrets in the public domain. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
That's the same thing Prince Hall did. Prince Hall was sitting there watching them doing the voodoo in secret, and he recognized that's our shit they're using to keep us oppressed. So what did he do? They wouldn't give him a charter over here. Why? Because he couldn't keep people that look like me and you out. So what did he do? The people that kicked him out of Europe, he said, hey man, give me a charter so we can bust these motherfuckers in the Badissa. So they gave him a charter. He came back, and where did he set up his first lodge at?
And go ahead.
It was in New Jersey, right?
Yeah. I did a little research on him and found out, I think he might have set it up in New Jersey. Then he later moved it. They later moved it to Philadelphia, didn't it, or somewhere in that area.
Right. But the first lodge was Prince Hall Lodge 345.
Didn't he call it African Lodge 459? That's that's after the fact. Because like you said, the first lodge was African Lodge 459. And then I was like, damn, so it must have been 459 or 400 and some African lodges prior to then. So, and they make that lot, they lie about that. They say that the Prince Hall was the first African they try to make that he was a slave and all this shit. So that he set up the first African lodge. But how could that be the first African lodge if he calling this lodge 459? You know what I'm saying?
Now watch this. What the fuck is the lodge purpose anyway?
To meet and to talk secrets and shit, to keep everything from the public domain, I guess. We'll go ahead.
It's the rites of passage for royal families to learn how to read the land. To learn how to read the stars and match the two. Because when you can read the land and read the stars, you can't be deceived about what's going on the land. Right? But they hijacked the lodge from us. When they came over here, they killed off all our chiefs. Right? And if you watch the play of the hip hop community, you will understand that the East Coast, West Coast beef was to show us Chief Sitting Bull got caught sitting down on his post. And he let him wander right on past. So what he got to do? He got to take this public flogging. Why? Because he allowed them to sack the West Gate coming through the East. So now the West Gate got to punish him publicly so the North and South Gate know who the motherfucker was. Who let him in? He ain't mean to let him in. He was just being lazy. Yeah.
Sitting down.
Right? So when you look at how hip hop hierarchy is, when you see that Biggie went to go battle Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan, he never got to Raekwon because Big Baby means Biggie Smalls, and Big Baby is Osiris, Big Baby Jesus. That's Chief Crazy Horse.
Crazy Horse. Go ahead.
That's ODB. Right? Because he got to look crazy to the masses while he tell the truth. But he's running a red herring. He's drawing the heat because they already think that Tahuti gonna be on that type of level of craziness trying to put this shit back together. They didn't never know he was gonna be more Jigga-like, laid back, soft-spoken, ain't gonna say too much, but when he do come out, he gonna spit that fire.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
like OJ, like the OJ joint.
right.
Yeah.
So this the keys, 444.
Man, I knew there was something to that shit. I knew it was this, man. I was like, man, why you put this? Why you put the 444? Was it like some kind of secret code? Okay, all right, now we got it.
That means the angel on the square. 44 means angel. And the single 4 mean on the square.
4 angles, yeah.
It's a blue angel and a red angel. The blue angel is Big Tukey, Skywalker. The red angel is Chief Malik Angel Bay. He is the Chief Mufti. He from the red lodge. He come to fucking spill some goddamn blood. Tukey from the blue lodge. He came to club some motherfuckers upside the head. When them Crips get to sea walking and them Bloods get to be walking, they giving these motherfuckers the juice. Metaphysically speaking, we thinking it's cool. That's some sweet shit. Oh, yeah. That shit's some serious shit.
That's why that's why a lot of Crips, if you ain't no real Crip, they see you sea walking. It's like a rite of passage. It's like a ritual type thing. You got to
tell us who taught you that shit, where you learn it from, why you doing it. Now in Detroit, we got something called the Detroit Jit. It's the same. It's crooked walking from our part of the land. Right? Now in Chicago, they got something called stepping.
Yeah, I heard about
that.
Oh,
that's conjure. Those are conjures. Right? So, I mean, this is a rap. As long as once the people get the message clear that this is a rap, the shit gonna be a rap.
That's all we gotta do is get it in our minds. Yeah, that's a rap. I've been saying it. We'll come on one of cause, and once we come all together and know this as a collective, they're gonna happen. It's gonna just like be an automatic thing.
Right. So in the Indigenous Rights Act, they gave us a right to reclaim the land.
Self-determination.
They gave us a right to our wealth, which is Big Mama's coffers, which is Pharaoh money. Right? They getting out of our way, but if we don't do anything, there's nobody here to take over. So they're going to continue to run their narrative until the grassroots get to the point where we see it. Oh shit, this shit over with. Right? So I tell you where it's at in the documents. Don't believe me. Check it out, as Baba would say. Go check it out and get your own self convinced.
Man, you cracking heads, man. Like we got 270 joint. This I hear the highest amount of people I had on the live, man. Everybody up in this joint listening. And like I said, if you got any questions for the brother Rob Haynes, just drop them in the comments, and then I'll read them out to him, because a lot of this stuff is over people's head. You know what I'm saying? It's heavy duty stuff right here, man. Because a lot of people they like, man, what is he talking about? Because they don't got enough your level of information is so on a level that if you ain't got enough small information to put out little stuff like I already know what you're saying, because I've been on the same path, the same research on the natives and all that. So I understand exactly what you're saying, and they gave me like an eye. We like them people on They Live. We got those glasses on, those natural glasses where we can see straight through that shit. Like they play shit on TV. I say, oh shit, like they play like shit like take this drug and it's gonna help you with this, but you're gonna get 25 other side effects. I say, man, people that hear that shit. See me and you like that. We can hear the truth. You can hear the truth through the lies. And a lot of people can't do that. So they say, oh shit, man, what is this cat saying? What is he talking about? He's going crazy. No, nigga, this shit ain't no crazy shit. This is that shit that comes down from Big Mama. And y'all say it's coming straight from Big Mama, straight from the Mother Nature. And because Big Mama was connected with Mother Nature. You know what I'm saying? Big Mama can go outside and tell you it's gonna rain, it's gonna snow, it's gonna be this, right? But Big Mama had that connection. And we always listen to Big Mama. But some kind of way, they had to cut us out from it. They had to cut us off from that Big Mama connection, because we would have still been in charge if we would have listened to Big Mama. Big Mama told us they were coming. He said they were coming. They gonna come like Dr. Sabi used to say. He says his mama told him that they gonna come for you eventually, man. You know, they gonna eventually come after you. That was their Big Mama talk, right? Big Mama always give you a warning too. She always give the warnings. You know what I'm saying? That's the connection. And so, like I said, if you got any questions for the brother Rob Haynes, drop them in the link, man. Drop them in the comments, man. So records who were available be through some of us know our family history. So we ain't got no connections now. They just saying they listening, man. They getting their head cracked. Everybody dropping fire signs and Jews. They got a whole bunch of Jews. They say there's Jews dropping from heaven, man. So we got it going on up in here, man. Like I say, got any questions, man? Hit the brother Rob Haynes up, man. I got a question though. Go ahead.
If our tribes was as aware as we was when they came. They would be having family gatherings playing this live in front of the whole family, collecting questions to ask me and you, Dane Calloway and Rizza Islam.
I'm gonna get Dave Calloway on. My bad. I'm gonna get me, you, and Dale Calloway gonna do it live. Soon as the brother get up with me, because somebody already sent me the information, and I sent him my email. So as soon as he get up with me, we all gonna get together and we're gonna put this thing together, man. We're doing this thing right. Make it final, because this is a Zion, man. It's inevitable. Like Agent Smith said in the Matrix, this is inevitable.
The sound sound of inevitability, Mr. Anderson.
Hey, look, I used to work on this job as a security guard, and this dude, this dude used to always walk up to me. This one dude, and he say, I wonder why he said that the dude was crazy. He say, Mr. Anderson. He used to always say that to me, Mr. Anderson. Every time I see him, he say, Mr. Anderson. And then when I watched The Matrix, I was like, oh shit, this dude right here must be an agent or something. And he tried to say that I'm one of them dudes that like the one or somebody. Like it's a whole bunch of us, you know, that's out here, that's coming out, and we just got that natural, like you said, we conjured up. Every time they go out to when they got rid of they kill Noble Drew Ali, and they went out to Baba, all these people, and they say we stopped them, but they didn't stop us. They just conjured up niggas like me and you. They just and they just conjured up other beings who gonna be more adamant about it. You ain't gonna stop what's about to happen. It's gonna happen with us or without us. It's gonna happen. Somebody else will pop up, and it's gonna be non-stop until it's restored. It's gonna happen, man. This is gonna happen.
Big Mama say, if y'all need my baby boy, I'm gonna have him here. But don't call him if y'all don't need him, because he's really not gonna be easy to deal with. Right? And then they called me. I came.
It's happening, man. You cracking
heads.
So, I tell you.
In the language, in the lingo, I came off a tit for tat, knock to a knockback, 2-bar cane to a 4-corner shuffle, from a vice lord line to a gangster disciple out of a peace stone nation. Right? I can trace me back eons. Right?
That's another question. Hey, this symbol right here, like the star. Larry Hoover against disciples, one of them had that sign, and everybody was wondering, man.
That's GD.
Yeah, they was wondering, man, how did somebody try to say it's a gang and all this, but why he making that connection? And then why he calling himself disciples, as in like disciples of Christ or something like that? Because it was deeper than the gang. It wasn't just no gang. That shit was like a tribal thing. And Larry Hoover was on a whole nother level. They just painted him out as a gang banger. Because
listen,
go ahead.
If you look up the word gang, it's gonna tell you it means clan.
Yeah.
We don't look shit up. That's how we get tricked on the narrative.
The word gang.
Yep.
And gang stars mean a clan of stars.
They told us, look, us the 6 was called the Magen David, or the Shield of David, and the 5 was called the Seal of Solomon. That's backwards. Right? The 5 is the Magen David, the 6 is the Seal of Solomon. King David Barksdale was the king of all kings on the land, was the sole high chief until they murdered him. His son got videos on YouTube right now, David Barksdale Jr. Look him up and listen to him. Because he is the heir to his father's estate. Larry got two sons. He got Larry Jr. and then he got Lil Larry. Lil Larry right now is his hands and feet in the street. Larry Jr.'s got a different function. He has to stay tied to the hip to David Barksdale Jr. Because it's the bloodline link. They was raised from the cradle together. They always knew each other. Right? And you can't separate one from the other without causing a problem. That's what you call getting to know your brother. Right? All of them right now is in agreement that we need Larry out of that cage. Which on the surface, it looked like he's still there, but he's in the continuity of government waiting on us to reach critical mass so he can give us the report from the land from all of the chiefs. He got the report. Right? He even got the report from the Scottish Rite Lodge that infiltrated us. So he got all of the paperwork he needs. Now he just need the clansmen, the grassroots to understand what's taking place so they're not caught in a shock that causes them to have nervous breakdowns.
Hey, that's another thing. Okay, question. They say how like the Scottish Rites, could you break down it? The Scottish Rites infiltration on us?
Yeah, the Scottish Rite came as conquistadors. They settled in New Jersey and upstate New York. This is when they say Sitting Bull was sleeping on his post. Right? And they are the ones who sent Albert Pike to establish the corporate jurisdiction over our Iroquois Confederation. Right? The Cherokee is the cherry tree.
Yeah.
Right? That's the key. The Cherokee is not our original tribal name.
That's right. I know that. Yeah, go ahead.
What became known as a Cherokee was the Washita the Mound Builders, the Mississippians. Right? The largest clan on the land. They called them Cherokees because George Washington chopping down the cherry tree. That's mythology. That's dogma. That's used to usurp the morals, the moral clause. Right? We forego our moral duty to do our due diligence because we get caught in the dogma. Right? So the key is the cherry, which is two fruit on a single stem. They come out in pairs. Right? These are princess and the prince on the same family line with two different birthrights to the land. One is the father's son and the other one is the mama's daughter, or vice versa. Right? Blue Lodge is the father lodge, red lodge is the mother lodge, the black and gold lodge is Big Mama Lodge. Right? Or Big Mama House. Vice Lord's black and gold, GD's blue, P Stone's red. Angel Bay had to send T. Rogers to the West Coast to organize the red because when Tookie started the blue, it caused the red to form into a tribe because they had to match energy. So Tookie became, right, so he became a de facto chief of the Red Lodge, but the juror chief for the Blue Lodge. So now he has to pass the Red Lodge to Angel Bay. The blood's got to be.
Hey, this is another thing too, man. Ooh, shit! You just made me think of something else. All right, the name Washington, and right, you got Raymond Washington. He connect back to the Wichita Native American Indians, and then the Williams connect to a royal bloodline, all the way going back to King George, all the way back to the Fall people. Man, this is heavy, bro. That makes like, people think this shit is crazy, but it's really some shit that is over their head, man. Go ahead. That's crazy.
Those royal King George, the first, second, and third, them was the reign of the kings being kicked out of Europe. The Bar Association was first incorporated in Savannah, Georgia by King George III. And that's how they had to establish their legal lease on the land using the Bar Association. All
British
barristers,
Accreditation Act.
right, and all barristers are nobles under the Crown of England with titles of nobility prohibited in the Iroquois Confederation Constitution. Well, now you can still see it in Article 1 2 times. You can see it in Article 1, the government shall not issue any titles of nobility, and then you say the states shall not issue any titles of nobility because the corporate jurisdiction can't issue titles of nobility. You have to be a